want to take the time to congratulate Hollie for reaching 500 subscribers on her YouTube channel. Congratulations! Hello, welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I am working on the final sketch for 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, series number 14. It has been a great month of sketches, and I did not get them all complete because I have wandering feet apparently right now, and I traveled quite a bit in the month of March, and so I didn't finish them all, but my goal is to go back and complete the ones that I didn't finish. But today, for day 30, this sketch was created by my fellow creator, Hollie Fiercely. I think this is a fabulous sketch, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting it down. I love 2-page layouts, and frankly, I have a bunch of them to do, so it's nice that we had several of those sketches in this month's list of sketches. So let's talk about what I'm going to use. This is the August 2023 Freckled Fawn scrapbooking kit, plus an extra sheet of paper. So I pulled in the extra paper so that I would have the ability to create all of the little circles in that sketch. So I'm going to be scrapbooking the scrapbooking portion of my cruise, and I have printed the photos as of last night. I went in and I printed them. She has 6 2x2 photos and 1 4x4 photo on her sketch, plus room for title. And I have some alphas in here. I may or may not use just those. I thought about coming in with a larger font and using the larger font in conjunction with those, but we'll see. But this kit has some interesting things in it. We have the puffy stickers, which are awesome. There are label stickers, which, you know, I love to use for journaling. There's some floral bits, some washi tape bits, which I probably won't use. This was my name tag for scrapping on the ship in our cruise, and so I had my husband help me take the back off, and it is going to go on this page as an embellishment. There is some chipboard phrases, which are kind of nice, and then I've got several sheets of paper. So this is going to be my background sheet here, and then I have this lovely stripe, which I will use to mat as those large mats for the photos. And then I have this floral piece, which I will cut down for circles. This other sheet I am not going to use. Don't really think it goes well with the papers that I chose, so I'm just going to be using those. That's why I brought in this piece. So that leaves me with just these 2 sheets in this kit and whatever scraps I end up with at the end. So let's get started with this layout. Alright, so I'm ready to get this layout put together. I went ahead and I used my Cameo and some circle dies to get some of the circles. For the larger ones, I used my Cameo. For the smaller ones, I ended up using my circle dies with my Big Shot. Now I'm just going to go ahead and trim these photos apart. I did end up with 1 extra photo of the scrapbooking, and then I printed another 2x2 photo for another layout at another time. It's like a little map of the Coco Cay. So I just set those 2 aside that I'm not going to use, and I wasn't sure how big these striped photo mats needed to be, so I took 1 sheet of the yellow and white striped paper and I cut it in half, so I have 2 6x12 sheets. And you can also see that I partially gutted the green dot paper that I'm using for my background. And that is how I got the 2 smaller circles. I knew that I wanted to include that blue print on the backs or in some of the circles. just to bring in more of the blue into the layout. And so I got a square, and because the photo mats meet in the middle, I didn't have to do it out of the center. I just did it near that edge and just took out a little bit, just enough to get the 2 circles that I needed. So I think that I got the size that I want, and then I ended up cutting it too small, and I had to replace it, and it wasn't that big of a deal. I goofed. I made the mat too small, and then it doesn't fit over the place where I got it. You'll see that right here. It is not long enough, so yay, I just used the other half. And then I'm going to just reposition the 4 photos on it again. Now, of course, what do? I put it on there wrong right off the top, and I have to switch it around again. So I'm just full of little goof ups today, and it's okay. It doesn't hurt anything. Nothing bad happens, but sometimes it's good to show that you do make mistakes in your scrapbooking. At least I think so. I like to know that everybody's human, and I'm sure everybody else does as well. Anyway, so here I am just kind of playing with the placement, and as I'm looking, I'm like, wow, this just looks too large. And so then I start putting the photos on the next mat, or I'm going to, and then I realize, oh, well, crud. Oops, I turned it the wrong direction, so now I have to fix it again. And again, it's not that big of a deal. It works. I just have to rotate those photos again. Oh, well, all's well that ends well, right? Anyway, I fix it, and then I'm going to go ahead and move to the second yellow and white striped photo mat, which doesn't take me quite as long. I don't make as many goofs with it. And all I'm doing there is I'm just trying to get the stripes to match up a little better. They do not match perfectly, but it's close enough, and it works fairly well with this layout. And I'm only eyeballing the placement of these photos. I mean, if you took out a T-square and started measuring stuff, you'd probably see that I'm definitely not perfectly straight. But this is how I roll, and this is the way it's going to go. So now that I've got the second mat put together, I can go ahead and trim, and I don't have to worry about covering a hole, because there isn't a hole on the second page, thank goodness. So I glued down that first set of striped paper, but I'm not going to glue down the second just yet, because I want to be able to tuck. And so I'm just kind of playing around with placement. The larger circle showed up on the right-hand side of the sketch, but I decided that I wanted the smaller circle on that right-hand side, so I just switched the orientation just a little bit. And if you looked really close at my circles, you'll see I had a little issue with my Cameo. It did not cut properly. I'm not sure what its deal was, but then when I tried to cut a third circle, because the second circle didn't cut properly at all, it didn't go well on the pattern paper. So I had like this little edge that was cut off on both of those circles on the floral print that I'm just tucking underneath my photo mats, and then you'll never know unless I tell you. So I told on myself. So this is a title. I'm just going to use Scrapping on the Ship. That is kind of what it was called. They did use scrappin', not scrapping, and I put scrapping. There are no punctuation marks in this alphabet, and so I just used the full word. Now off camera, I will move this word over just a tad, and puffy stickers don't always stick well, so I was going to pull them up anyway because I needed to use wet adhesive to glue them down properly. I pulled off 2 of the chipboard phrases from the phrase set that came in this Freckled Fawn kit. One says thankful, and I don't remember what the other one says. Super fantastic or something like that. Anyway, so I'm going to use the smaller tile letters to put on the ship in my title, so that I have the full title there, but I just didn't want to use all large letters. I wanted to use some of the tile letters that came in this kit. That boat that you see on the left page with my name on it was actually my name badge that MK made. She made one for everybody, and I had my husband take the backing off of it so that I could use it on this page. And I think it was relatively easy to get off, but I wasn't sure if I could get it off without breaking it, and I think he just stuck a knife under it and just kind of flipped it off. But anyway, I just wanted to use it as an embellishment. I am going on next year's cruise, and at first I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't use this, but it has the date on it, and I assume that she'll make another set for the cruisers next year too. So this is just going on the page, and if I'm supposed to reuse it, oh well, I'm not, because it's glued down now. I used glue dots to glue it down, and I'm using foam adhesive to get my on a ship tile letters straight. So at this point, I like where all the circles are on the page, and now I'm going to go ahead and bring out my label stickers, and I'm going to put some journaling on the left-hand side. So I pulled the blue label, and that one's going to hold the date, and then the green label will hold a little bit of journaling. The circle journal tag I'm just using as a base for some of my embellishments. So I'm going to bring out these flowers, and I really love these flowers, but one of the things that kind of bugs me about Freckled Fawn kit is sometimes their embellishments have colors in them that are not in the paper. And so if you will notice, I am setting the ones with the hot pink off to the side. There is no hot pink in this kit anywhere except for in those flowers. So I think that's super strange. And it's not going to end up on this layout because it doesn't go. So I'm just tucking a few of those floral ephemera pieces in, including some leaves, and I'm going to call it good here in a minute. I think I add one more piece, and that pretty much takes care of all of the embellishments. So yes, I decided to put another floral embellishment on that upper set of circles, and I considered putting that floral element on top of the label, but decided it just was too much. Okay, I got my layout completely finished. Everything is glued down. Off camera, I added some foam adhesive under 3 of the flower clusters. I also went ahead and added some of the puffy hearts and a few of the puffy dots in my clusters just to kind of add a little bit more to it. And as you can see, I also hand stitched a border around my yellow and white photo mat. I felt like the stitched border helped concentrate your focus onto those photos, which is the reason I scrapbook. I want people to concentrate on the photos and the story. So I want to thank you so much for being here at my channel today. I really appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, and or subscribe. You guys are the ones who are responsible for helping me grow this channel. Without you, I can't do this. So I really appreciate you. If you have any comments about this layout, just drop them below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I hope that you have enjoyed 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life for this month. I am pretty sure that we'll be back for those again in June. I am not sure if I'll get a chance to participate in June because yours truly is moving the month of June. So we'll see how that goes. You guys have a great day. Bye.